Just take your time to adapt. I literally got stressed. I know more than 20 people who felt the same way. Use your student card because it will be free. Everything will be worth it at the end. You're going out of your comfort zone. You're doing great. Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys probably have known that I have been living in Paris for the last 5 months for my study program, which is an exchange from Erasmus. So I have been here studying communication in Paris for the last 5 months, and on today's video I want to share my experience here living in Paris as a student and also sharing my Erasmus experience. And again, this video is just my experience, and I hope you don't make a decision based on my experience, because this might not happen to you just because it happened to me, and vice versa. You will probably have a different experience compared to my experience, maybe even better or maybe not. And for everybody, it will be different. So I just want to share my experience so that you can be aware, and also you know what you're expecting when you want to study in Paris, especially for Erasmus students. So first, you guys have probably known that Paris is such a beautiful city, especially for students. You guys have to take the advantage of your student card being a European student, because with your student card you can go to almost all national museum for free. And I'm telling you, big museums such as the Louvre, Musée d'Orsay, those national big museums are fantastic. It is very beautiful, and I suggest you guys visit them all while you are here and use your student card because it will be free. So in this way, you guys can save a little bit of money and enjoy the beautiful city and of course the museum. And not only the museum, since this beautiful city, Paris, has such rich art, culture, and also history. There are many monuments, so you can expand your knowledge and learn more about the history and the culture. And since I'm here for my study as an exchange, as an Erasmus exchange student, I want to tell you my experience about the bureaucracy here in Paris. Especially, I just experienced it here in Paris based on my major, based on my school and my environment. So keep that in mind. This might not happen to you just because it's happened to me, but my experience told me that the bureaucracy is crazy. It's just not it. I know I told you I get inspired every day just looking at how people, and the vibe is very amazing. But seriously, to me, the bureaucracy is just not it. I literally got stressed. And the fact that it is not me who got stressed out because of the bureaucracy, it's literally, I know more than 20 people who felt the same way. But again, it's because we study same major, same studies, same school. It might not happen to you, but I'm telling you what I experienced is the bureaucracy. Everything takes such a long time. I feel like any registration take at least like 2 weeks. My bank account, my public transportation literally took me 2 or 3 weeks, and then all this registration took weeks, literally took weeks. Also in school, when I want to do my registration for my course, it takes literally 1 till 2 weeks until I got it. If you are an Erasmus student, then you are probably familiar with this learning agreement letter, and I had to redo my learning agreement at least 2 or 3 times. And also during my study, I had to change it because I was not told correctly what course do I need to take, etc. So imagine the bureaucracy is already slow, and the fact that I had to change 3 times makes everything even slower. I didn't even have my timetable fixed until the 2nd month. So I started February, and around end February, early March, I just got like my fixed timetable with my fixed learning agreement. Because honestly, if you don't get all your documents and files and registration not on time and also not clear, then your head will be probably explode, because you need to get it straight before you continue and focusing on the course. And again, since I am studying communication, and according to this university that I was attending, my schedule is intense. I'm telling you, it is intense. I don't know how they make this schedule, but it happened to be very intense. In the span of 5 months, I studied around 20 different courses. Yes, 20. I'm repeating, it's 20 different courses with a total of 30 ECTS. That is a requirement from Erasmus and also a requirement from my home university back in the Netherlands. So I had to do literally almost all course. I literally had to do all course except English course. So you can imagine how intensive and hectic my day-to-day basis, and I almost literally have no routine. Sometimes I can wake up at 8, sometimes I can wake up at 6, sometimes I got home at 6, sometimes I got home at 9. It really depends the day, and every day is different, every week is different. There's no fixed schedule, like for example marketing class 9 until 12 every Monday. No, it is not the case. It was not my case. So based on my experience, my schedule is really different. Sometimes I have 9 until 11 and then 1 until 4, then 5 until 8, or sometimes I have only 6 hours of classes. That is not including the group work and meetings outside of class. So sometimes 6 hours at school, and sometimes even 10 or even sometimes 12. And it's not only like once in a week it is like that. Sometimes when it gets intensive, it is literally 3 to 4 times a week that I have really intensive, and it lasts for 1 until 2 months. So now that you know that your schedule might be intensive, and yes, the curriculum compared to your home university and here in Paris might be different, and also the timetable, the bureaucracy, and your environment might be different. Now that you know that might be your case, I have a tip for you. It's first that you have to practice your time management. Literally, time management is key. Even though I told you things can get slow here, the bureaucracy, your papers might not be done on time, but if you manage your time correctly, and once you know what are you doing and when is the next steps and what do you have to do next, it will literally decrease your stress because you now know what's next. Okay, so you don't have to think about it for a long time because you know what's happening next. And once you get your time management, it will not only make you less stressed, and also you can better schedule your social life, also your personal life, and also your school. So you know when are you catching up with your friends, when are you going to get your own rest, because that is really important to have your me time, just to stay home all day and do whatever you want, and also to get your work done on time for school, especially when you know you have an intensive class and course. And speaking about time management and also organization, there's also another tip that I would like to give you, which is meal prep, that I found it really helpful, not only financially, but also it is very efficient. Just learn a little bit meal prep that you can make for yourself, so you have food the next day, and make sure that you have enough food and healthy food, because that really affects your day. Because if you don't eat enough, or if you don't start your day with good food, good drink, then mostly you won't have a great day. What I like to do is that I meal prep weekly. So prepare your food for the following week to make sure you eat enough, because uni can be stressful and uni can be so tiring. When I meal prep, I make sure I eat good and also that my food is healthy. And of course, once in a while, if you're really tired and you want to eat outside, it is of course okay. This is just my way. So before ending this video, I want to give you some big tips that I have learned from my experience here as an Erasmus student, and of course as a student living abroad. Is first, take your time to adapt. Some people adapt faster than you and some people adapt slower than you. Everybody have their own pace, everybody have their own time. Just try to take your time and be patient, and also be kind to yourself, because I know this is not easy. And if you're moving and studying abroad, or you are going out of your comfort zone, you're doing great, and just keep moving on, because I know things can get tough and stressful, And I just want to remind you that the only person that got your back is you. So be kind to yourself, be patient, and I promise you everything will be worth it at the end. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoy and I hope that you learned something. I just want to be real with you guys, especially about my Erasmus experience here in Paris. I want to help you guys understand and be aware what you can expect when you're studying here in Paris, especially for an Erasmus student. And once again, this is just my experience. I just wanted to share it to you because I know the struggle of not knowing anything before moving abroad. And so if you have any questions, just let me know, hit me up. I'll try to help you, but just remember, I'm not a student agency, so probably I don't know to every question that you have, but I will try my best. Once again, thank you so much and I'll see you next time. Bye!